good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning. A very beautiful morning once again. Once again, once again, and once again. Just see around the beauty of life. The boys playing in the early morning in this beautiful, beautiful, park. And, having this landmark Qutub Minar at the foot of Qutub Minar, the biggest landmark in this area, which has been standing there for hundreds and hundreds of years. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are basically talking and walking. That is exactly what we are trying to find out. So, my point is that today we want to talk about this. It was crossing my mind for a couple of days that who is this Adi Yogi? Adi Yogi. I was just trying to dig deeper and find out the answer to this question. Who is this Adi Yogi? What is Adi Yogi? And then I got some small information. I may not be claiming to be an expert, but I wanted to just show you around and also talk and discuss with you about this Adi Yogi. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me just have this. We are today trying to find out the answer to the big question. The big question that is, who is Adi Yogi? You might have heard about Maharshi Mahesh Yogi, Adityanath Yogi, and then Baba Ramdev Yogi, then this Dhyanand Yogi, then Maharshi Arvind Yogi, and Yogeshwar Krishnji also. Krishnji was also, Lord Krishna was also a yogi. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to find out what is the meaning of this Adi Yogi. Adi Yogi. Adi Yogi. Who is Adi Yogi? This Lord Shiva, ladies and gentlemen, Lord Shiva was also a common man. He stayed and he existed on this earth around 15,000 years back. Mind you, 15,000 years back. 15,000 years back. 15,000 years back, this Lord Shiva was there. So Lord Shiva walked this earth 15,000 years back, around that time. But he was superhuman. He was a yogi. He was the first yogi on this earth. So when you are having this first yogi, that Lord Shiva is only pronounced and told with the name, and he is called Adi Yogi. So Adi Yogi is none other than Lord Shiva himself, because he enunciated, he postulated the wealth and the secrets and the treasure of yoga. He spoke about yoga 15,000 years back. We say that there is yoga. Maharshi Patanjali, he may be around 1500 years back. Then there was also this Acharya Abhinav Gupta, who was a Kashmiri Pandit, who was in Kashmir. And this Acharya Abhinav Gupta was also, ladies and gentlemen, he lived on this earth in 1016. He was equivalent to none other than Adi Shankaracharya. Very important. Go deeper and see that in Shaivism. What a beautiful treatise and what a beautiful account he has given. This Acharya Abhinav Gupta, who lived in 1016 in Kashmir. And his millennium celebration was recently in 2016. It was celebrated, that was headed by Sri Ravi Shankarji. So what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this Adi Yogi was first first yogi, Adi Yogi. He was Lord Shiva. Why we are very particular about this Adi Yogi and Yogi. Remember this yoga, it's not a simple exercise, it's a complete science, it's a complete technology. So if you find that these Western people or maybe some modern people now, they are doing yoga, but yoga, it is not the way they are doing it. It is a complete technology, it's a complete science, and if you have to know about it very deeply, then you have to go to the Adi Yogi, and then Maharishi Patanjali Yoga Sutra, and then of course in the simple manner and simple terms that is being explained and that is being shown at the moment while we are living by Baba Ramdev and all other people, Sadhguru, and there are so many good people. So Adi Yogi, this first yogi who walked on this earth 15,000 years ago. So what I'm trying to tell you, this there were then Saptarishis, seven rishis. You know that I'm a Bhardwaj Gotra, and I am from directly one descendant from Bhardwaj Rishi. He was one of the rishis among us. These seven rishis was Rishi Bhardwaj. So these Saptarishis also wanted to understand the treasure and the beauty and the philosophy and the secret behind this yoga. So they went to this Adi Yogi. Please give us some information. Please make us. We want you to be our teacher, and we want you to give this knowledge. He told them, no, you have to be first fit for the job. It's not that I will straight away give you the yogic postulations and then you walk away with it. It's not. You have to have first patrita, means that you should be able to receive the true form of pupil. So you patrita is first, and then only then only you can get the knowledge and the yogic knowledge from the teacher. So your patra, say you, for example, somebody comes to collect alms from you in your home, and you find that his patra is that that particular utensil, it's very dirty, it's not good. So you tell him that, please, for God's sake, please clean your utensil at least first, and then only I'll put something. So same way that when you ask somebody to clean the utensil and then only I will give you alms, same way this Adi Yogi told these Saptarishis, seven rishis, first put yourself to the fitness. And get fit. Prove that you are fit to take this knowledge, this information, this yogic technology from me. So ladies and gentlemen, then these people did penance. They went away. They did lot of good things and meditation, and they came one day back to this Adi Yogi. He again put them to test whether you are now fit to receive this yogic postulations, yogic secrets. No, bang on, they were not fit. They were again turned back. This went on for many times. So what I'm trying to tell you, that Adi Yogi, Lord Shiva, turned off these Saptarishis many times, and he did not taught them the technology and the science of yoga. Then finally, when they did lot of this penance, a lot of work, lot of this hard work, and they finally one day came back to this Lord Shiva, Adi Yogi, and he was happy with them, and he gave them the technology and science of yoga, and that that from that day only we are calling this Lord Shiva Adiguru. Adiguru. So Lord Shiva is also Adi Yogi and he is also a Adi Guru. That means he is the first yogic yogic God, yogic man, and